Welcome back. So today we are going to focus on nomenclature of ketones, naming of ketones. How can we name ketones? So the first thing that we need to understand is the general overview, the general structure of ketone. So here, general structure of ketone. So ketones have two R group, or we can simply say having a carbon which has oxygen and connected. This carbon is connected to R group, R1 and R prime or R2, meaning this is a ketone. Now we're going to be naming ketones according to IUPAC system. So the first thing that we need to understand, to know and understand, is that whenever we are naming, we replace E from alkanes, alkanes corresponding from corresponding alkanes with one. That's how we do it. So without wasting much of our time, let's go direct into examples. So example number one, let us start with the simplest ketone. So how can we name this ketone? So the first thing that you have to do is to number the carbon. So we have carbon 1 here, 2, 3. So this from alkane we know that it's propane. So we're going to replace E with 1. So the name qualifies to be called propanone. So this is propanone. So whenever your professor asks you to draw the structure of propanone, that's the structure of propanone. So now this propanone, it's a simplest ketone, but it is given a common name. So common, let me just use a common name. Common name for a ketone is acetone. So this is acetone. So it's our acetone. So that's the structure of an acetone, but you can draw in other way around to say CH3 connected to carbon with this, and again CH3. So that's our acetone. That's the first example. Let's go to another example as example 2. So example 2 here. Example 2. So let's try to name this. As usual, the first thing is to count the number of carbons, number of carbons. So we can start from either side, from here, or this side, because the carbon chain is equal. So start from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is heptanone, but we are going now to recognize the position of our oxygen function group. So this qualifies to be called 3-pentanone. Very simple. 3-pentanone. Example number 3. How can we name this compound? So the first thing is to number the carbon chain. So we're not going to start from here. Instead, we're going to start from here, because this carbon is near to the function group. So this is carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5, carbon 6, carbon 7. So I have 7 carbon in this molecule. So now from there now let's recognize the position of side groups. So we have 5 chloro. Our chlorine is on group number carbon number 5, so it's 5 chloro. What else? We have on number 6 there is a bromine, so you see 6 bromo. So now we need to connect these. So we're going to follow alphabetical order by starting with 6. Bromine. So it will be 6 bromo, 5 chloro. So it's a 7-membered chain, so it is heptanone. So that's how we name this molecule. Okay, let's move to example number 4. Example number 4 here is quite different. So we're going to have something like this. So if you check in our previous video, we explained on naming of aldehyde. So here, this is an aldehyde function group. It's an aldehyde function group, and here now is a ketone. So now we want to name this compound. How can we name it? So the first priority which we're going to give priority to an aldehyde. So the aldehyde part will have will have more priority. So start counting from here. So carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll have 4 carbon in the molecule. Now the second thing is this is not going to be named like a ketone, but like an aldehyde, because aldehydes are at the end of carbon chain and are prioritized more than ketones. So but we have a function group on carbon number 3. So this is oxo, so it will be 3-oxo. So when naming it now, it will be what? It will be 3-oxo butanol. That's the name of this structure. Let's go to another example. Okay. What if you have been given a structure like this one? Feel free, you can pause the video and try to answer it. Okay, so this molecule is called benzophenone. So the structure is benzophenone. Let's remind each other. Last time we said if you have a side group like this one, it is called a phenyl or phenol. This is called phenol. So if you check here, we have 2 of these phenol side groups here and this side. So this molecule, it can also be named as a di. How many phenols? We have 2. So it's di phenol ketone. That's how we name it. So you can name it in another way. Okay. What if you are provided with this simple product like this? So as usual, you start numbering. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So side group position 4, we have a methyl. So now when naming it now, say 4-methyl. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's pentanone. So that's the name for this structure. 4-methyl-2-pentanone. All right, let's go to another one. So like, how can we name this one? We are going to start counting from a carboxylic acid. So we prioritize carboxylic acid than what? Than ketone. So we'll start numbering from here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. As usual, a side group is on carbon 3. So this one is 3-oxo. So its name, it will be 3-oxo butanoic acid. Butanoic acid. How can you name this one? So this is the cyclopentanone. You cannot say one cyclopentanone because this one can be on either in any carbon. It will be still be called a cyclopentanone. So this is cyclopentanone. Okay. What about this one? So start counting here. Carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5. So side groups on carbon 2 we have 2 methyl, and then 3 ethyl. It's an ethyl group, and then 4 methyl, so now joining these we're going to follow now the alphabetical order. So here now 3 will start, ethyl will start, so it will be 3 ethyl, 2,4 dimethyl or dimethyl. What's the parent name? So since it's having 5 carbon and it's a ring, it will be called cyclopentanone. That's the name of this molecule. From here now, let's try to name this one, though it's unique. How can we name this molecule? So this molecule is called 1,4 because position here 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1,4. Denominate it down. It's 1,4 cyclo because it's cyclic. Cyclohexane.
How are you?
Thank you. I'm okay. And you? So it's 1,4 cyclohexane dione because of two function group. Let's try to solve this one, which has a double bond inside. So this is 2 cyclopentane position of position of what the double bond is on 2, because this is carbon 1, carbon 2. That's why it's called 2-cyclopentane. Pentane, because of double bond. Pentane. Then here you just put your one. One of the most common ketone is this one. This one you should just know it by heart. So have something like this. So this molecule is called acetophenone. So this is acetophenone. Whenever your professor asks you to draw the structure of acetophenone, so this is the structure, acetophenone. But sometimes it is called 1-phenylethanol, because this and this group thing. So this is the end part of this video. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to my channel to access a lot of video by Dyson Chem Tutor.